Hey guys, so what are some of the things that someone who is new to the digital marketing space should focus on? Can be super confusing. There's a lot of noise out there, but I'm going to share with you again 5 simplified approaches for quick wins, okay? So even though we know something might be overwhelming, usually because it's new and we may not know the right strategies to kind of overcome these challenges. So welcome to my channel. Again, my name is Toni. So glad you came back here for some more tips. This channel, guys, is focused on helping folks who work 9 to 5, someone who's eager to create passive income streams, beginners in the digital space like I was not that long ago, but I was looking to earn and implement strategies to replace my traditional job. So I was seeking guidance, support, and a clear, simplified path to becoming a successful digital entrepreneur. So number 1, get a piece of paper, something to write with. Number 1, first tip, focus on building a strong social media presence. So there is a lot of opportunity out there in social media, whatever platform you decide to choose and go with. I landed on YouTube after kind of learning about all the other social media platforms. To me, YouTube was just going to be my jam. You want to really focus on one platform when you start, maybe 2, but I'm all about the power of 1. I'm a big fan of Ed Milet. He's got a great book that I would suggest you read when you get started, or anytime really, about the power of 1. So I was just focusing on YouTube for me with YouTube content and also posting in the YouTube community. So you want to make sure that you are being consistent. There's huge power just in consistency, providing value-driven content, engaging with folks who watch your videos, comment on your posts. And this is really the most effective way to build strong relationships and trust with our target market or our audience. So, this approach creates a foundation for long-term success. So I'm going to kind of just break down with you, the power of value, of consistency and engagement in building trust. We live in what today is known as the post-trust era. It's very hard for folks to, trust easily, and rightly so with everything that's going on in the world. So how do you overcome that? Well, one of the things is consistency. It builds recognition and reliability. If you're consistent, then you are going to be top of mind for folks that are watching your content or listening to your videos. It ensures that your audience sees your content often, because when people repeatedly encounter your content, they become more familiar with you. You end up being like a friend. They get to trust you, they know your brand, and that just takes time. And when you're consistent also, it signals to folks that you're reliable. When your audience knows they can count on you for valuable content on regular intervals, whether it's daily or weekly, it fosters a sense of dependability. This person's talking about how great this course is. She's talking about how she was able to do it working full time, but I saw 2 videos and then poof, she's gone. Oh well, and then they'll just scroll on to someone else, right? So this builds also perception that you're committed and you're serious about it. And that's what makes people pause and goes, maybe she's got something to say, or he's got something to say. It also benefits the algorithm. Social media platforms and search engine reward consistency. So by posting regularly on whatever platform, you can improve your visibility, and reach. So these algorithms tend to favor accounts that frequently engage the audience. So that's what they're looking for. Also providing value-driven content. It also attracts and retains followers. So guys, this is still under that number 1 about creating a strong social media presence. I'm just kind of breaking it down for you here. I didn't, just kind of wanted to let you know that we're still tracking on number 1. So, you want the value-driven content attracts and retains followers. So you want to be able to be a resource, not just promoting, but also solving problems. Audience are drawn to content that solves their problems, answers their questions, and provide insight. So if you have a channel right now, or you have some sort of social media, trying to establish a social media presence, and maybe, you're not getting a lot of traction, you might want to go back and rethink some of your content and kind of what your strategy and his approach is. Because if you can continually deliver helpful tips, strategies, advice, then you become a trusted resource. People are going to continue to look at you for answers to questions that they may have because you're relatable. You're speaking to them directly. It also helps to build authority and expertise. So folks get to see you after a while as an expert, in the field, an expert in what you're going through. And, just the fact that you have gotten or gone through education or created some sort of online presence, just if you implement the consistency and relatability, then people will do business with folks that they know, like, and trust. But they got to get to know you first. There's no other way to do that except through content. And also engaging with people. So responding to their comments, their direct messages or questions they have. It builds a sense of community. They feel like, okay, I'm interested in more what you have to say. May not necessarily ready to move forward right now, but I am interested in some of the things that you're saying. I have a question about this and that. And, people appreciate when you take the time to respond to them, and it just provides a deeper connection. So, you want to show too, this also helps to establish that that you're caring, you listen to them, you're engaging them in meaningful conversations. People like to feel valued and heard. So this also helps that too. So don't ignore comments or messages from folks that are related to some of the content that you may be putting out there. And you want to engage in a personal way. You want to use their name or a reference back to their specific comment. And that just kind of creates an emotional connection, and then they feel like they have a genuine relationship with you. And of course, again, this takes time. Trust does not happen overnight. But if you consistently show up with value, you're going to earn your audience trust. So with each valuable interaction, piece of content, anything that you do, it's just like, I relate it to kind of like sewing, because I used to do a lot of sewing years ago, and well-made tailored garments are made with hundreds, thousands of small stitching. That's what makes the suit strong, or the dress strong, or whatever you're making stronger, is those tiny stitches. So you kind of have to view it that way. Every little piece of content, every little engagement, every little thing you put out there is just to make the whole business stronger and solid. And you will find that, if you build a community, these folks will be advocates for you. They will be loyal, and they will promote you. They will talk to others about you. They'll recommend your services or your products, and they'll be your biggest supporters you could never find. And it also creates long-term success because, they become more repeat customers because you've already built that loyalty, that trust. They know that you've proven you've been consistent in providing that, always that service or, the content that you have. So, they will definitely be in your corner, and tell other folks about you. One of the things too that you want to do is a combination of posting consistent value-driven content and engaging with your audience, builds trust, like we talked about, fosters deeper relationships, and creates that loyal community. So, as people see you showing up regularly with valuable content or insights, they're going to trust your expertise, feel connected to you, and become advocates for your brand. So, like we talked about, this builds a long-lasting success. So number 2 is start with content marketing to build a strong presence. So content marketing is an effective way to share knowledge and to build authority. It could be formats like blogging, videos, podcasts, really kind of, any one of those, even in, through posting, helps to, it's a great way to share knowledge, to build authority, especially within your niche or target market. And it helps to establish yourself as a expert, in the industry for exactly your target market audience. So you make sure that when you're doing this, you're selling you're sharing valuable knowledge, something that you've learned, a little bit of information about your journey. And again, you have to maintain that relatable, you can create content that speaks to your audience specifically for whatever, you feel, because you've done a little bit of research, you may know, what they're looking for. And one of the reasons why becoming an authority is so important. So that doesn't mean you know everything or you know it all. It just means that based on your personal experience and your journey, you're an authority on that. You can talk about where you've been, where you're going, and how you're getting there. So you're not the only one. There's tons of people out there who are looking for the same thing. So for me specifically, my focus is from folks who work 9 to 5. Most people do, right? But they're looking to build on some sort of online business, something for the future, so they can become job optional. And once you become an authority, and people, you've built that trust, that's where you get those conversions in your sales, because people are like, this person is speaking directly to me. Those types of leads that you're getting through the content marketing, those are warm leads that you've developed yourself. You're not buying leads, you're not paying for leads. That's why your content is so important. It needs to be on point, because that's what you're utilizing to create an audience of buyers. So it's very important that you understand that as well, because those activities, creating that content, that is what will convert to sales, over time. Actually, what you're doing is you're pre-qualifying potential customers, because they are consistently watching or engaging in your content. And you're attracting those types of people, which is great. And they most likely will, over time, will be interested in purchasing whatever product or service, that you're providing. So content marketing usually consists of storytelling, really, whether it's a podcast, a video, a blog, a post. You're sharing your personal experience, and you want to make it something that's relatable to the audience, humanizes you to them. Number 3, leverage email marketing for direct engagement. So email marketing is huge. Now, I had no idea how impactful email marketing can be, or creating email list, capturing opt-ins, people providing their email. That is so important. I really never had anything like that. In the past, I had websites people could go to purchase a product, but I had no way of knowing who visited and if they went there. And, so now with the funnel that I have built all through the course, I learned this all. I was able just to plug in an email campaign. I just tweaked it to customize it to for my personal taste. And then once people go to my website and they opt in, they get on that email list. So, and that's huge. It's very personal. It's unlike social media, because you could get direct access to your audience's inboxes, right? So it's not just something that they're seeing online, but it's coming directly to them. And then you own that list. That is your list. People they have the ability to opt out if they want to, or unsubscribe, and that's fine. But it gives you control over it. So email is proven to have a higher engagement rate. It outperforms consistently social media in terms of click-through rates and conversion rates. Most people check their emails more deliberately than they do scrolling through social media. Sometimes social media scrolling, just killing time, just cruising, just, not really. But they will take their email, look at that a little bit more serious. It's very targeted communication as well. And with this course, again, it allowed me to be consistent in my communication. So that just keeps coming up. Just being consistent to nurturing those relationships focuses their attention back on, that product or service. Social media is super noisy. There's so many distractions, but getting those emails from you on a consistent basis will help you generate more sales and more leads that way as well. And email automation is very easy. It was very easy for me to set up in this course. Everything's really done for you. It's all plug and play. And, it's a great way to, if you're getting started, it's a great way to get started because there's so many pieces to this, the back end of your business to get those automations, going for you. It's really affordable. It's very cost effective. I use a system called system.io, which is very, very, very low cost. And it's very inexpensive, and it is a proven, system.io is proven to be one of, the best way for new folks to get that set up for you. And of course, again, this whole content where we're talking about content creation is also known now as attraction marketing. So attraction marketing had been around for a while, but for a lot of folks, the hot thing was buying your leads, buying traffic, sending it to your website, that kind of a thing. But this is free lead source. I don't buy any leads. All my leads come from YouTube, comments here, videos, people liking and subscribing, or reaching out to me directly through my website. And this is a really powerful strategy, attraction marketing, because it draws people to your brand because of the value rather than a promotion that they saw about a product or service. So it's important as a new person, as a beginner, to create content that attracts people by offering solutions, answering questions, or sharing knowledge that positions you as an expert in your niche. Did I know what any of it meant? No, I had no idea. I didn't know anything. So that is why I'm so passionate and so, I want to just share this course with everybody because there's so much knowledge that I gained about just the business itself and how to be successful in the business, and also setting the right expectations. Tip number 5 is optimizing for SEO from the start. So SEO is search engine optimization. Did you know that YouTube is the second largest search engine, second only to the Google? That just blew my mind. I had no idea. So I learned how to find and use keywords in YouTube for my thumbnails, for my videos. And that, again, of course, optimizes search. So people searching for you or searching for your topic. The course was able to show me how to utilize those keywords, what other services that might be available that make it easy. And again, this stuff, you guys, is like very, very, if you got any of those extra services, very, very low cost. But the course itself, it concludes, is so comprehensive, really. To get started, you've got more than what you need to know. So, you can test YouTube by going to the search bar and just typing in, different key terms for anything that you want to discuss for your content. And that'll tell you, hey, are people looking for this? Should I make a video about it? Should I post about it? I never knew anything about that. No one told me anything about that. So, it was just awesome, put together in this course so I could discover it. All made sense to me. So again, just recap on the 5 strategies. Number 1, you want to build a social media presence, a strong social media presence. 2, you want to focus on content marketing, right? 3, you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, you're implementing an email marketing strategy as well. And 4, free leads through attraction marketing. That's what we're doing here, attraction marketing. That's basically what this course teaches you, to creating content to do all those things, and then optimize for keywords. So those are the 5 things, that I, as a new person in the industry, a newbie, had to learn and utilize. But these are strategies for quick wins. Definitely, if you implement these, if you currently already have, a business and you're looking for some more tips, I would definitely start focusing on those. Again, guys, if you found these tips helpful, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more strategies to how to build your digital business. Comment below. Let me know if you currently have a digital business that you might need some help on. I'd be happy to talk to you about that, and interesting to hear what you're working on. And also just check out the description for links to help you get started on building your own online business and create another income stream. Take care. See you soon.